Hello everyone, and welcome to the first chess tutorial on this channel. Today, in the request of my good friend Howard Hamlin, we'll be taking a look at this interesting chess puzzle. It is white to play and win, and I'll just quickly show you a very terrible move that white can play, and the move is pawn to b7. Now black can just capture the rook with his pawn, and you might say, well, I can also capture black's rook with the pawn and promote with check. But now black can just recapture the queen, and notice that this square is covered, so is this square by this pawn, and this square by this pawn. So we're forced to go back, and now black can just step one square up, and then protect these two pawns. And now we're in an endgame where black has 3 pawns compared to our 1 pawn, and black is completely winning. So that is not the way to go. Now, since we noticed that this rook is hanging from this pawn, you might say, why don't we capture this pawn instead? But now, black can capture our own pawn with this black pawn, and with a discovered check. The best move here is to capture back black's pawn, and then what black can do is to slide his king 1 square over and protect his own pawn. White can't go here because black will just recapture, so what white might try is to try to go rook h6 and try to deliver a checkmate on h8. But now what black can do is to go rook b8 and check white's king. White is forced to move, and then black can just slide his king 1 square up. Now there is no checks, and then the position is dead equal, even according to Stockfish. So that is not the way to go either. And you might ask, what is the correct move then? Well, it is the shocking rook sacrifice, rook to c8. And now black is forced to capture the white rook with his king, and we can just push our pawn 1 square forward. Now if black tries to run out, we can just capture the rook and promote to a queen with check, and now we're completely winning. So what black might try here is to instead go here. And now if we capture and promote to a queen, black is just gonna recapture, and now this is a drawn endgame. So after black made this move, what we can do is to create a Zugzwang in the position. A Zugzwang is basically a situation in chess in which the obligation for your opponent to make a move force them into a worse position. So what we can do is to go pawn d5, and now all of black's pawn or rook can't move, and black is forced to make a move with his king, and the only square he can go is here. So now we can just capture back black's rook and promote to a queen and win the game, right? No, you gotta be careful, because if you promote to a queen, then it is a stalemate. All of black's square is cut out, and black has no moves. So we can promote to a queen, and we also can't promote to a rook, because it's the same thing. All the squares are covered, black has no move. So here, what you might be tempted to do is to promote to a knight, but that is also incorrect, because black can just go king b8. And now, what are you gonna do? If you try to move your knight here, black is gonna recapture with a pawn, he recaptures, and this is a drawn endgame. If you try to go knight c7, black can just capture the knight with a king, and now it's also a drawn endgame. And it is the same if you go back, because now black can just capture the knight, and it is still a drawn endgame. So what you must do here is to not promote to a queen, knight, or rook, but instead to a bishop, which is extremely rare in chess. Now what can black do? Let's say if black tries to run out, we can just capture the pawn, and now whatever black do, we force them to go to the other way of the pawn wall, and once he moves there, we arrive here, and he cannot protect this pawn. We just go here, and then whatever he does, we capture back the pawn, and later also this pawn, and promote this pawn and win the game. So what black might tries to do here is to instead goes king to b8, but this is no use because we can play another Zugzwang move. bishop to b7. And now this square is cut off, and black is forced to go here. And it's the same thing. We can force black to go here, and then run all the way to the pawn wall and capture all of the pawns. So this is how you'll complete this puzzle. This is indeed a very interesting puzzle. You have 2 Zugzwangs, and you also have a bishop promotion. Well, thank you for watching this video, especially you, Howard, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.